Good evening, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog of the night for Saturday, August 9th, 2014, around 8:20 p.m. in Billerica, Massachusetts. The sun is setting, going to be another nice night. And tomorrow we're going to do this again with another warm weather day. Still getting a lot of good positive feedback for my video blogs. This is now into my third month doing this, and I'm having a great time informing all of you for interesting stuff and this and that. It's a little bit of a slow news week for sports and stuff like that because there's not too much news to report right now for sports and other stuff. But we'll pick up in the next few days and stuff. Hopefully this market basket stalemate ends sooner rather than later. All the part-timers, including me, don't have any hours. So for the meantime, I probably have an interview Monday at Shaw's in Burlington, Massachusetts. Hopefully it goes well and I get hired there for a little while. But somehow Market Basket will be back, hopefully. There's nothing's for certain right now for Market Basket. We got to keep the faith up and be Market Basket strong. Hopefully RDT wins this war, but it might be a little while. You never know, because I never thought it would get to this. But we still have to be Market Basket strong, and we will win this war. We will get back Market Basket in due time. It might not be tomorrow, might not be the next day, might not be a week, but we will get it back. Okay, my third and final video blog of the night is about This Week in Baseball. This Week in Baseball was a highlight show that lasted over 30 years. It debuted on April 1st, 1977. It was hosted and narrated by legendary New York Yankees announcer Mel Allen, and the program featured highlights of recent baseball games, and also have players features and interviews with the players. It usually aired on TV stations across the country that carried Major League Baseball games in the city of the teams. So if it was in Chicago, it was carried by WGN Channel 9, which had the Cubs and the White Sox. WTBS Channel 17 out of Atlanta that carried the Braves. WSBK TV 38 in Boston that carried the Red Sox, and so on and so on. Also, it ran on NBC owned and operated stations for many years, and This Week in Baseball was a lead-in to the Major League Baseball Game of the Week as well for some of these cities that were NBC owned and operated. It got big like ratings during the time it was on the air, and it was syndicated, and it was just shown during the baseball season, so it was 26 weeks or so. And also, This Week in Baseball influenced several sports shows about highlights, and I think This Week in Baseball influenced, probably years later, Sports Center on ESPN. The theme song, Jet Set, was used it was a familiar theme, Jet Set, because it was used previously for the 1974-1975 version of the classic game show Jackpot on NBC, hosted by Jeff Edwards, and it would run do 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 do. That was the theme song. And This Week in Baseball had like a lot of cool stuff, and theme song, and the ending theme song was Gathering Crowds, and it was a great theme song. By 1990, This Week in Baseball ratings were going down because NBC lost the Major League Baseball Game of the Week CBS, so the NBC owned and operated stations did not even bother showing This Week in Baseball anymore, and they were moved to like independent stations in those cities, or like UFS station, and they were shown at undesirable times, like late at night, Saturday or Sunday nights, and the ratings went down. And it was also this time that Mel Allen's health was failing, and he would miss time doing This Week in Baseball due to health reason. And Warner Fusel, who was on the show narrating the Twib Notes for many years, hosted from time to time. In 1996, Mel Allen passed away, and Warner Fusel hosted it for about a year. In 1997, Ozzie Smith, the legendary shortstop who just retired from the St. Louis Cardinals, became the new host of it, and it lasted 2 seasons, but by September 26, 1998, it was canceled for syndication. It was off the air for 1 year, but Fox returned This Week in Baseball to be like a kids type of show in the year 2000, and it was hosted by Cam Brainon. Its new format was to focus on a single Major League Baseball player a week, and it was focused on the kids. That format was used for a few years, and actually at the end of the show they had a claymation of Mel Allen, which they used his voice. That was pretty good. And like in 2004 and 2005, they had legendary softball pitcher Jenny Fitch host some segments of This Week in Baseball. And a couple of years later, in 2007, the format was changed again to focus on stories of teams and baseball themes throughout the season. And also they had a new segment called Front Row Fan, where like famous celebrities who reminisced about their favorite baseball moments. And they had some great celebrities on there, like Tom Hanks, Kevin James, Alyssa Milano, and many others who were big baseball fans. But the ratings were not going too good, and it was declining, and Fox pulled the plug on it in September 24th, 2011. The reason why they pulled the plug on it, because many fans were now watching shows like Baseball Tonight, and also they had the MLB Network. The last 3 years of This Week in Baseball, Fox aired it, but also MLB Network aired it sometimes as well. For many years, ESPN Classic showed classic episodes of This Week in Baseball from like the 70s through the 90s, and that was pretty good. I'm surprised that MLB Network has not shown classic episodes of This Week in Baseball, but they're so with original programming, they probably don't need it. But maybe once in a while it should pop up on the weekday mornings, just to like have the endless cycle of like Quick Pitch. But people don't want to meet Quick Pitch because Heidi Watney hosted and Heidi Watney's rating, so that's another topic. And with This Week in Baseball is probably one of the most famous sports highlight shows of all time, and people miss it a lot. And that was Mel Allen's claim to fame after he left the New York Yankees. How about that? That was his famous quote. And at the end of the show, he would say, "Goodbye, everybody. See you next week on This Week in Baseball." Do 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 do. That was the ending theme of This Week in Baseball. And that's about it for that. And I'll be back tomorrow for at least 3 to 6 more video blogs. The next in a series of the top 10 greatest players of all time for each NHL team is the Pittsburgh Penguins. Then Monday is the Philadelphia Flyers. Tuesday and Wednesday I have all written up. Tuesday's going to be the New Jersey Devils. Wednesday's going to be the Nordiques / Avalanche. And I still don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the team. But all the teams are going to be profiled sooner or later. Might be tough for the top 10 players of all time for Nashville Predators, Florida Panthers, and Columbus Blue Jackets. But I'll find them. And I hope people continue to enjoy these blogs. And I'll see you tomorrow, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. Goodbye, everybody.